what we decided to do tonight with the upload is I thought it would be a really nice idea to check in with some of our previous guests and find out how they've been getting on during the pandemic, what they've been doing, what they're making and creating. If you've never heard the upload before, the upload is for you. It's to get your content on the BBC. So you could be a poet, singer-songwriter, musician, or you've got something to say. Like we had a lady on recently and we had a lovely chat because she was making ethnically diverse birthday cards because her daughters, she couldn't find any cards for her daughters that, you know, with pictures of little girls on that look like her daughters. I thought it was an amazing business idea. You know, you've got something to get off your chest. And I'm really, really pleased to have this lady back on. Hey, Nyasha.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Oh, Nyasha, now I can't believe, was it February or March? It was months ago, wasn't it, when we were in normal times?
Unfortunately, I wasn't making birthday cards.
But when you came on before, it was about February or March time, wasn't it?
It was, yes, and I was poetry and I'd written some books.
Yeah. And you came into the studio and we were talking about your brilliant poem. Now, the poem we played, I've got a little clip of it and I'm just going to play it now.
People leave things in the park, but that's where I sometimes go to learn my thoughts and gather how I'm going to leave my mark. I go to other places and look at people's faces whilst putting them through their paces whilst we stand in different spaces. My favourite part is seeing the looks people have when love is shown and how they embrace it. Will I ever feel the love I deserve and desire? I'm sick and tired of my heart being on fire. I've learnt new ways and gained some new ideas, and with each little step I take, I conquer more of my fears.
Now, I was just blown away by your poetry, Nyasha. I think I remember saying at the time, it was so deep and there were so many different sort of threads to it, and we had a lovely chat about you, because you've been writing poetry quite a while, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
And you've got a new book coming out. Now, you had a load of books with you then, because it's like poetry's pouring out of you. But have you done this book in lockdown?
I have.
So tell me what you've been up to.
So, well, other than being in lockdown, I have just been writing and writing and writing.
And writing.
Yeah. And then I finally managed to get enough together to get myself self-published on Amazon. And now I have a new book called Healing is Powerful.
Got a whole book on Amazon?
Yep. 3.
That's amazing.
Yep.
How many?
3.
3?
Yeah.
This is amazing. It's so nice to see, you know, someone who came on with us and you're just flourishing and you're doing so well. Do you think that lockdown kind of helped with your creativity in any way?
It definitely gave me more time, but I think I'm just naturally creative anyway, and not being so busy with the daily routine of work and school runs and things like that has given me the time and space that I've needed to get through it at a quicker pace.
Oh, okay. And the book that you've got out now that's on Amazon, right? So you've got 3 books, but the latest book, what inspired that? Is there a theme for all of them, or are they all different?
There's a theme, and the theme is healing from various different things.
Yeah.
From trauma, complex PTSD, life in general. There are some that are, you know, a bit positive. Just, you know, I'm just a random person, so I've just written random things as and when I felt them.
Yeah. Well, we're all the same, aren't we? And what you've done is you've captured your thoughts in poetry and you put them in a whole book. I mean, a lot of people, we all have lots of thoughts. I think what I'm trying to say is very badly, because I'm not a poet, Nyasha. We all have lots of thoughts, but I don't know whether I could write them in a poem. But that's what you do, and that's what's really powerful. And why I was really taken with you.
Yes, so I've had a few people order some already, and I've had some really positive feedback.
I'll bet. Oh, what a lovely feeling for somebody to understand your poetry so much so they want to buy it.
Yeah, it's great. And actually, for them to like write to me and say how much I've inspired them is really a breath of fresh air, really.
Gosh, have you made some sort of new friends out of it?
I haven't made any new friends yet, but I'm sure I will in days, months, or years to come.
Now, we've got one of your new poems. Now, what's this one about before I play a little clip of it?
So this one was definitely lockdown inspired. This one's called 2020 Madness, and about all the things that were going on at the time, the speculation that people had, things that people were doing.
Yeah.
Things that should be obvious to us to do. Yeah.
Nyasha, it's just, I wish we weren't in lockdown. I wish you could be here because you're just a lovely energy and I love your poetry, genuinely. And I'm so pleased that it's on Amazon and that you've you just got it flowing out of you, and 3 books later and you're on Amazon and people are buying your works. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Nyasha.
I also have a website as well now.
Oh, tell us where we can find you.
On www.myvoiceinpower.com.
Say that again. My Voice?
In Power.
Empower.
In Power.
Oh, in Power. My Voice in Power. Right.
Yeah.
Nyasha, when this is all over, please do come in again, won't you?
Of course.
Thank you so much. This is one of Nyasha's COVID-inspired poems.
The nights feel darker. The cold feels colder. Day by day, we each get a little older. Comments flying around, is this 5G or Corona? People's anxiety spiralling out of control, nah. This really can't go on, all this advice. Simple basics which most of our parents taught us with pride. Wash your hands, that should be in your nature, like steps taken astride. Keeping 2 meters apart is always wise. Letting people too close can leave you open wide. This is something that we need to remember and not realise, but sadly these days people are too quick to let people inside. Get to know people by looking in their eyes and not by checking out what's in between their thighs. Other people's energy has an effect on our minds. Cars sound louder and everything that surrounds us, sunshine penetrating through the windows, got us under a spotlight like God has found us. Time to reflect on life and do some things right, as it's always the wrong people we fight. Making us blue, and now wow, look how the sky is bright. Clear like our minds when we have some insight.
Upload. Get yourself on the BBC. Go to bbc.co.uk/upload and upload your content now.
Do you know what we decided to do tonight with the upload? Is I thought it would be a really nice idea to check in with some of our previous guests and find out how they've been getting on during the pandemic, what they've been doing, what they're making and creating. If you've never heard the upload before, the upload is for you. It's to get your content on the BBC. So you could be a poet.